Aries, I am giggling a bit about what your song is, and we'll get to that in a minute. But first, I need to say that the reading's timeless. When it finds you, it's your reading at that time. I am reading it on the 31st, I believe. Yeah, Monday, the 31st of May, which is the day that it's going to go up on. But as I say, it's timeless. When it finds you, it's your reading at that time if it resonates. Gender's very fluid in tarot, so even though there may be a man or a woman on the cards, or I'm saying she or he or they, just know that you can switch the genders around as you see fit. You can also reverse it. I may be saying you, but I may actually be talking about somebody that you're dealing with. So again, you can flip and reverse it if you need to. It's a general reading. It's not a personal reading. So I do not know your situation. I'm not reading for a specific individual. You need to use your own discretion and intuition to know which messages are for you and which messages are for somebody else. So take what resonates, and if don't get mad about anything that doesn't fit, just let it go. It's just somebody else's message. The other thing I wanted to say for this set of readings, you may want to watch for different placements. You may find that so for example, your Mars sign is about how you take action. You may find that your Mars reading may connect more for you if in terms of like if it's something you're taking action on, or you may find that your Venus reading matches better if it's a love situation. So just something to be aware of. But of course you can always watch for your sun, moon, rising signs, and all the ones that you normally would do. Yeah, let's jump into it. So I've got quite a bit of stuff for you. So again, take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. The first thing that I got a couple of days ago, so it could be for you, it could be for somebody else. I heard we have Cintas. We have Cintas. It was like that. We have Cintas. It sounded like it was possibly a Spanish accent, the person who is speaking, or like a Spanish twang to the voice. We have Cintas. So I looked it up. I was like, what's Cintas? Is it a Spanish word? No, Cintas is the name of a character from Mandalorian. So maybe somebody was buying, I don't know, comic book figures or something. And they were like, we don't have this person, but we have Cintas. So that could resonate possibly. I keep hearing the word darling. So when I hear things in my head, I'm crazy. Okay, we've all established that now. Sometimes I hear things and it's not my own head voice, right? There's a difference between the voice that we hear in our own head where we talk to ourselves and voices that come from outside, and this is like the outside voices, but they keep on saying darling, darling. Now I think I do say darling from time to time, but I don't think I know anyone else who says darling, so I don't know what that is, but it could mean something to you. It's reminding me now, with me doing this reading on the 31st, Aquarius is reading, which I recorded well in advance. What I'm just flipping back to find their reading. One of the things I heard for their reading was either remember or November. I think it's remember. Remember the 31st, my darling. Remember the 31st, my darling. So it's the 31st. Maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius. I don't know. I'm getting France through. I just keep seeing France everywhere. I visually saw the Eiffel Tower as well. I think it was connected at one point. There was something to do like a computer game or a movie that could have been set in France. But again, take that. It looks like I wrote Trifle Tower. Is somebody making a Trifle Tower? Again, anything that comes through, it's a message for somebody out there, right? Yeah, the Trifle Tower in France. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. And I'm going to come back to France because that's come back up again in the song that's randomised for you. Last night I had a dream. I'm feeling like this is a message for you. So in the dream, I was walking through woodland, which is something I do quite regularly. I like going for walks in woodland. And as I was walking around, I was seeing like messages on trees and pictures on trees, and when I looked more closely, it was like parents. It must be like a lockdown thing, but excuse me, sorry, it was like parents that were putting their children's pictures up in the woodland and like laminating it. So it started with like quite small little pictures by very young children at the entranceway to this woodland, and the further I got, the more stylized and adept you know, the artist became. And it was like I was moving through into the areas that the older children could reach, right? The older the children, the further they could walk, or the more adventurous they were. So there's something to that. So ultimately it ended with, you know, I kept going, and I got to the end of the path, and my daughter's painting was there, and it was much bigger than everybody else's. I am getting Sagittarius energy for your reading, Aries, so I don't know if you're dealing with a Sagittarius or you've got Sagittarius placements in your chart, but it keeps coming up. My daughter's Sagittarius, and I was thinking I can see how this fits for Aries as well. It's like she loves going out for walks in the woodland, and she's like, and whether you like walking in the woods or not, the kind of the meaning behind this is like, I want to go further than everybody else. I want to do the biggest painting. I want to do the best painting. When it's Sagittarian energy, rather than, I think wanting to be the best or wanting to go the furthest is very Aries. And again, you may have different placements in your chart, especially if you've got a more kind of passive Mars sign. You may not be quite as competitive as other Aries. But when it's Sagittarian energy, it's like wanting to do things big. It's not even like wanting to be the best. It's like, I just want to do something like that's going to make a big impact. I want to do something that's bold. I want to do something that's imaginative and creative and big, right? It's the bigness for Sagittarius. So this feeling of like wanting to adventure, wanting to go further than you've gone before, wanting to explore, wanting to get out there, wanting to discover things is very much the energy that's coming through for you at the moment, especially when I've been tuning into your cards here. At the end of the woodland, it kind of, you know, when one dream turns into another dream, I kind of came out on this waterline, and it turned into a beach, and it was like a very small, almost like a private beach. It was like no one would know it was there kind of thing, but people did know it was there. It was quite busy. It looked like there was some kind of like, there was a building, there was a structure, there was like yachts there, and it was like it was some kind of like boating club's property. But it's like, oh my goodness, I've discovered this beach. It's like, I didn't realise this was on my doorstep kind of thing. And I was going out into the ocean, and it was like beautiful, like, you know, the kind of water that is quite shallow for quite a while. It's like it goes out quite far. You can wade out in it. And the waves were rolling in. And I'm a very, very vivid dreamer. You know, I get the texture, I get the smells, I get the colours, I get the light rippling on the surface of the water. It's very, very real for me, very detailed when I dream. So yeah, I could see the sea foam and the light glistening off the water, and the light was starting to go down, so there was sort of like sunlight sort of here, like it was beautiful. I can't show you what it was like, but it was beautiful. It was like gorgeous beach. So, and then I got my phone out, and I was kind of like filming to share it with other people, like filming this water and how tranquil it was and beautiful. So yeah, it's I just have this sense of you wanting to, and it seems like a cop out, right? It seems like, of course you're feeling this way, so many people are feeling this way, but it's literally what's come through in my dream. So it's like and in the messages here, it's like feeling very stuck, feeling like you've been in one place for a long time, feeling a bit bored maybe, wanting to go off on an adventure here. This is the card they're kind of showing me as I was looking for your cards in the deck, the Knight of Wands, wanting the adventure, wanting to feel passionate and alive and free and excited, you know, again, coming out of lockdown, right? And then it's going into this like full energy, which talks about newness, trusting your instincts, taking leaps of faith. Now with this though, I did get the message, look before you leap, with the emphasis on before. Like, don't look before you leap, don't leap and then have a look around. Aries, look before you leap. Now there's something funny coming through with the connection with Pisces' reading, where they saw this opportunity and they took a big leap forward, but they kind of overstepped. It was like they jumped too far, and that opportunity was then behind them, and they were like, where did the opportunity go? And it was kind of like this freeze frame moment. So it's like, don't do that, Aries. Don't be so enthusiastic, so passionate, so excited that you overstep the mark and kind of ruin that opportunity for yourself. So you can see here that his little dog is trying to kind of like warn him, like, no, come back, there's he's looking off to the sky, and he's like, no, wait, hang on, there's a cliff here, you're gonna fall. So rein it back in. Like you can see he's actually pulling back on the reins a bit there. Rein it back in, Aries. You're going to look magnificent, whatever it is that you're doing. You know, all these people look like a very, very dapper, very proud. Take a little bit of time, right? Make sure you've done your hair. There's something to do with your appearance as well, which again I'm going to come back to. There is something to do with your appearance. You may be getting like a haircut or, you know, some new clothes. It's like take the time to be presentable, perhaps. It's like you don't want to show up all flustered and sweaty. So try and be a little bit methodical. So try and stay in that kind of emperor energy, or take some of that with you as you're kind of like going off on this new adventure that you're excited for, right? There's a huge amount of excitement and enthusiasm for it. It's really nice energy, actually. So yeah, there's something to do with like forests and water as well, like the tranquility perhaps of that, like wanting to get away. Maybe some of you are going to a cabin in the woods, maybe some of you are going to a cabin on the beach, like beach house, I don't know. It's like just wanting a vacation, right? Wanting to get away. In the UK it's half term, got 2 weeks off, school holiday, so I guess a lot of people are going to wherever they can go to, right? But there's something to do with the water as well. Again, it came through in Pisces' reading with something to do with like the water and the ability to connect to universal energy is coming through quite regularly for me, and water to do with emotions. It's funny that I'm looking here and the High Priestess is kind of very, very watery energy, scorpionic energy there on the bottom of the deck. Ice cream. Ice cream, ice cream. We all scream for ice cream. Ice cream could be a thing. I don't know. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. The song that came through for me kind of as I was waking up this morning, it was really stuck in my head, was The Greatest by Sia. Again, it's this energy of like wanting to be the best, wanting to be the greatest, wanting to go further than anybody else. A couple of songs that played as I was setting up for your reading were Boys by Britney Spears, Echo Beach by Martha and the Muffins. So again, beaches. Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, and I'm Your Man by Enrique. So there is this sense as well of like being at a distance from people that you want to spend time with, people that you want to get together with, perhaps even somebody that you have a close connection with, whether that is a friend or somebody that you want a like some kind of partnership with, right? I can't sleep until I feel your touch, you know? I could be a million miles away from you. You know, you could be kissing another man's lips, but I'm your man. So it's like wanting to be with that special someone, I feel, but being at a distance from them. So it's almost like when lockdown restrictions do lift, you know, don't go rushing in there at the first opportunity, you know. Make sure you've got your ticket, money, passport, I don't know, make sure you've had your hair cut, make sure you've got your, you know, you're not rushing and running so you're all sweaty. You know, a little bit of planning, Aries, I think is going to be good for you. But the song that came through for you, just before I do that, actually, the thing I forgot to say, I almost pulled out the World card for you and the Temperance card. They kind of like stood out to me as I was looking for your cards in the deck, but they're not traditionally your energy. They are, however, Sagittarian energy. So again, could be something to do with Sagittarius at the moment for you. So yeah, and he's holding the world in his hand. That orb there in the Emperor's hand represents the world. The world represents travel, adventure, but also wrapping up old cycles. So maybe there's some loose ends that you need to tie up. And the Temperance card is about being patient, you know, taming that kind of fire energy of yours, and bringing the emotion in with it. So it could be, I don't know, maybe if it is like somebody that you for some of you, and I know some of you are like, I do not want to have anything to do with that person from my past. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking here to the people who are like, maybe they've got that special someone. Maybe, you know, there was a bit of a spark there for them with this person, but, you know, lockdown happened, it never got off the ground, and they can't wait to go back to that person, you know. So those of you who are like, ooh, this isn't that story, right? This is like you're burning to get to that person. So there's a lot of passion there. Don't go in too strong, Aries. Don't go in like that with that player energy of the Knight of Wands, because again, you may miss that opportunity. You may mess things up. If the person that you're going towards is like, oh, Aries just wants to have a good night with me, right? Make sure you're bringing in the emotion as well with that Temperance card. It's not just a good night with this person. You care about them. So just a bit of advice there for those of you that are riding in. And finally, to get to the song that randomized for your reading specifically, it was You're So Vain by Carly Simon. Emperor, you're so vain. Aries, checking yourself out in the mirrors as you go by. But I always say, actually, you're going to want to be doing that, right? Because you don't want to mess this up. So, do have a quick check in the mirror, just do it subtly, or do it in the bathroom or something, don't be doing it in front of everybody. You're So Vain by Carly Simon. So I don't know whether this is you, Aries. For some of you, it will be you. You're the person who's so vain, right? Or you're singing it about someone, right? This is somebody that you're connecting with, like, you're so vain. So, I feel like I'm just looking out my window and there's a magpie on the roof, so that could be meaningful to somebody. Maybe somebody's coming in like, I'm your man, I know I'm your man, and you're like, you're so vain. The thing with that song, again, like, I met him at a party. I'm getting kind of like party stuff through. With that Boys song by Britney Spears, it reminds me of the film White Chicks, which there's a scene where they do like a dance battle on a dance floor, and I kept on kind of seeing that as that song was on. So You're So Vain, I met him on the dance floor. It could be something with that for you. The thing with that song is, she's like, I bet you think this song is about you. Yeah, it is though. You are literally singing the song about this person. Like, you're singing to them. I bet you think this song's about you. But there's a bit of trickery with it as well, right? It's like, no one really knows who it was about. Apparently it was, I was watching the behind the lyrics, the Genius lyrics. And apparently Warren Beatty thought it was about him. There was a remix and people think it was about this other guy. And no one knows who it's about. So it's a bit of and I don't think she ever said who it was about either. So it's a bit of a mystery, which is quite fun, actually. You're so vain, I bet you think this song is about you. So it's kind of like, if you think the song's about you, you're vain. But is it about you? That kind of thing. So I don't know. I thought it was quite a funny song for you to get. We're 17 minutes in and I haven't pulled any cards yet. I'm sorry, Aries. I just got a lot through for you intuitively. So let's get on with this. I am doing a relationship reading today, whether that's friends, romance, whatever it is. We're going to find out about you and the people around you who are directly impacting you at the moment. So can I get a card, please, for Aries, please, for today? Aries for today, please. Whoa, that is... What are you doing? I'm not taking that many cards. Can I get one card for Aries, please? One card for Aries. Intention is what I'm taking. And you've got Spirit of Place on the bottom there. Spirit of Place. Number 4, so foundations. Again, that kind of like woodland thing that I was picking up on in my dream. So intentions. Dandelions are a recurring image for me at the moment. You may have made a wish on a dandelion clock. Dandelions for me as well at the moment talk about not only wishes and intentions, but the spreading of seeds, how you've got 2 4s, by the way, 2 and 2. If you add them together, it makes a 4, and you've got 4 on this card as well. So 4s, definitely something going on here with your stability, your foundations. Perhaps some of you are planning on moving, leaving a place where you feel secure, like that Emperor. You're established, you're secure, but wanting a fresh start, wanting to adventure, wanting to explore and do something new. You can do that from your home base. So there could be something there with the 4s. As I was saying, though, the dandelion clock, one seed can grow into a dandelion clock, and that dandelion clock is lots of seeds that can grow into multiple dandelion clocks. So there's something about your intentions spreading, your wishes growing, the action you take having a knock-on effect and turning into abundance and growth and opportunity. The egg symbolizes their growth and abundance and opportunity. So let's see what this says. Intention. Oh, okay, this may be definitely if you're on the approach there, Aries, if you're on the approach to somebody and this is important to you, I think you want to get this right, whatever this is. Make your intentions clear, right? There's something to do with knowledge as well with the owl. You may find something out that you don't want to know, but don't give up hope, right? There may be something that you haven't seen. Sorry, with the owl, I'm just thinking of his metamorphosis in the story of the owl. The owl, I think, no, it's the crow and the raven. The crow and the raven both originally were white, according to Ovid, and because they told somebody a truth, they were punished and made black, which it doesn't seem right, does it? It seems like telling the truth should keep you white. It's something about being pure, but there's something to do with like being punished for being told the truth. So don't punish anyone for telling you the truth. There's something to do with getting information. I feel like something may come up for you that you weren't expecting, like a spanner in the works, right? Which is why you have to look before you leap. So there's some piece of information that you're missing, I feel, as you're setting out. So be aware. This is where you kind of have to slow down a little bit. Be aware that there's something you're not quite seeing. And it's like when you hear this information, I feel like it could really be like, you may be like, oh, I'm going to throw in the towel, I give up. I don't feel like that's the right choice. I feel like there's something that's going to come in as a problem. You may see it as a blockage, but it's not a blockage. It's a reassessment, right? It's a reassessment based on some knowledge that is coming in for you. Yeah. So just slow your horses a little bit there, Aries. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you're hitting your mark. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the work, however. Others can help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field, then allow for synchronicity to work its magic. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. So I don't think you need to be completely detached, right? You don't have to be like no feelings whatsoever, but just have that ability to step back from the situation. And there's something about assessing, right? So if you're feeling very, very emotionally involved in something, you know, perhaps there's conflict, or you're hot-headed, or you're very passionate or very emotional. It can just be, I'm talking about like going to the bathroom, right? Like go to the bathroom, look yourself in the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror, take some deep breaths, calm down, right? Focus, remember your intentions, get that clarity. Think, why am I feeling this way? And when you've calmed yourself back down, then you can go back out. But there's something to do with like, also, I'm finding it hard. I'm kind of slurring my words a little bit. So if you're drinking, you know, again, you can, I'm just going to drink some water here. There could be something about, yeah, just like slowing down, taking a breath, making your intentions clear. Like not having everything come out in like some big blah. Right, who is Aries today? Who is Aries today? Tell me who Aries is. If I could get one card, please, preferably. There we go. Whoa, very you, Aries. Yeah. So you are in your own energy. Again, I'm not saying that it's typical Aries energy. So again, you have a full chart. There's going to be different things in there that keep you grounded in different ways, but at the moment this is coming through as very much pure Aries energy, the Page of Wands. So it's sort of like between the Fool, which is the youngest card in the deck. The Fool is like brand new start, naive, going out there, like no experience whatsoever in something. The Knight of Wands has more experience. They're very enthusiastic. They're kind of like the teenager. This is the child of the tarot, this is the teenager. The page is very young. It tends to be somebody, it can indicate a child. I don't think children are going to be watching this tarot reading. I hope they're not. It's not really appropriate for children. So, if you are a child watching this, maybe get your parents' permission first. So it can indicate children, it can indicate somebody who's a student, somebody who's learning about something. In this case, with it being one's energy, fire energy, which is your energy, it's passions, right? How to control your passions, how to rein it in. It's Will Smith, right? It looks like Will Smith maybe in Men in Black. So he is very vain, Will Smith. He does come across as having, quite a big ego. I did want to mention this actually, and I didn't, so I'm happy it's come back out. There's nothing wrong with having a lot of self-confidence. There's nothing wrong with, putting your best foot forward. There's nothing wrong with having a very healthy ego, a healthy sense of like who you are as a person. Looking in the mirror and thinking, damn, I look good today. That's brilliant. I want that for you, Aries. And people around you saying, you're so vain. They're trying to knock you off that pedestal when you're doing really well. So there can be something here to do with the interpretation of a healthy ego, the interpretation of confidence. You may just have to remember to be humble sometimes, to give credit to the people who are around you. But this kind of confidence is very, very attractive, not just in a sexual way. It's attractive in a magnetic kind of way. You draw people to you. Will Smith is a very, very celebrated celebrity. A lot of people love him because he's got that charisma, he's got that swagger, he's got that sense of I know who I am, I'm Mike Lowry, so there could be something there with that. So there is something to do with like learning about your passions though. Maybe you're just learning what makes you tick. Maybe you're going out and experimenting a little. Obviously do that in a safe way, wear protection. But yeah, it's very creative, it's very experimental, it's a very fun energy, and it is what I'm picking up for you. So I'm happy that that's kind of like validated that for me. So yeah, it's funny because you can be the emperor, you can reach that emperor stage and still have more to learn, right? So you're in exploration mode, you're in learning mode, you're in what can I do with this energy? What can I do with this information? What can I do in my life, right? It's like ready for something fresh and new and exciting, ready to learn more. So tell me about the energies around Aries, please. The people around Aries that are affecting Aries the most at the moment. If I can just get two or three cards, that'd be great. So the most important people in Aries' life right now, or the people that Aries needs to know about right now. How many cards is that? Is it 3? It's 3. All right, Aries, go on then. So you've got a Knight of Coins. You've got the Moon card in the underline there, because there could be a bit of Pisces energy going on. That's David Bowie in the Labyrinth. So the people around you at the moment, you have a Knight of Coins, you have a High Priestess, and you have a Tower. Now, I am taking one card for each person. The Knight of Coins could be Virgo energy. It tends to be somebody who's very slow moving. Now, if you're showing up as the Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, you're in a very fast mood. You're like, let's get this thing going. Let's just get in the car. Let's just go, right? The Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles, is one of the slowest moving energies, Aries, in the deck. This is like, it's funny because my bosses who aren't these signs were talking yesterday about going to a festival, and one of them was like, I just want to get going, there's this thing happening, let's go and find out about this, let's go and explore, let's go and do this, and the other person wanted to talk to everybody and like was being very, very slow about doing everything. So it's that kind of energy that's coming through. It's like you're ready to go, you're ready to like do things, you're like, let's go and explore that thing. This other person is like, I just want to make sure that I've packed the sandwiches. I just want to make sure that I've got my keys. I just want to make sure that I've brushed my hair. Have we packed a hairbrush? So this is like somebody who's very practical, very grounded. They like to, bit of a perfectionist maybe. They like to know They're probably like the sort of person who has a checklist or an itinerary, right? But they're very dependable, Aries. So when you dash off in the car, get halfway down the road, run out of petrol, this is the person who's brought the spare tank of petrol. This person can fill up the tank, right? They've thought ahead. So you actually work quite well together. You get this person moving, you get this person up and running. This person is there with the spare batteries when your batteries run out. So you actually complement each other quite well, although there may be quite a lot of friction there between your energy wanting to get out and get going and this energy that's really dragging its feet, right? Excuse me, my throat's seizing up slightly. High Priestess could be Scorpio, doesn't have to be. This is somebody who's very, very intuitive. The High Priestess tends to keep things to themselves. They're quite secretive. They know a lot. So I was talking about this owl, right? This is the sort of person who knows a lot. They've really got good intuition, very good at reading people emotionally. They pick up on the subtle clues. They kind of read people, pick up on the things that aren't being said, right? They've got a good sense of like, it's the sort of person like you're like, oh, I've got to tell you this, and like, yeah, I know, I figured it out. That kind of person. This person's coming in with very strong energy. They are. This is a major arcana. This is a major arcana. So these people may be having a bigger impact on your life right now than the Knight of Queens. But yeah, the High Priestess could be can be kind of like a muse for you at this time. The oracle, right? So you could be getting a lot of information from this person. We'll find out. The Tower card, again, another Scorpionic energy. This is so obviously this is Keanu Reeves, right, in The Matrix. Is it Keanu Reeves? I want to say Keanu Reeves in The Matrix. This is Winona Ryder in Beetlejuice. Don't say it 3 times. And did you say it 3 times? Is that why the tower's here? Oh, honestly. And this is it Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction? So the tower could be somebody who's in a very vengeful mood around you. Could be somebody who feels wronged by you. It could be somebody who is they've got that sting in the tail and they're willing to use it. So a bit worried about this tower person. It could be somebody who's going to deliver that information that comes in as a bit of a blow. The tower talks about something unforeseen. It can be a surprise, right? The tower can be a good thing, but the imagery on this card suggests that it's not a good thing. It's like it's a surprise, it's the unexpected, it's the rug being pulled out from under your feet, it's, oh my god, everything's gone wrong, I've run out of petrol and my battery's dead. It's that kind of energy. I feel like this person could save the day for you when this energy shows up. And again, it's tied to a person. So I do feel like there's somebody who feels a bit wronged, a bit spiteful. So this is making me nervous. You've actually got a lot of water energy here around you with the moon, the High Priestess, and the tower. This is all water sign energy. So could be somebody who's quite emotionally volatile. Somebody around you could be keeping secrets. I do feel like there's some information you don't know. So do be aware of that. Let's just move these guys to the side for a second. We will find out more about what they're up to soon. I just kind of want to ask more about you. So tell me a little bit more about You're So Vain, Will Smith, Aries, please. I'm saying that in an affectionate way, Aries. As I say, one person's vanity is another person's confidence. Oh, yeah, you're doing super well, Aries. You don't worry about these people around you, okay? Don't worry about people. I feel like somebody could be very jealous. This is a jealous energy. I think people are jealous of you because you're doing really well. You're looking really good, right? You went and got that haircut. You got the new clothes. You look fine, okay? You look brilliant. Again, whether you're she, he, they, doesn't matter. This is your energy. I'm asking about you here. So yeah, really feeling quite confident, really feeling like, I'm ready to do this. And other people pick up on that. Maybe you posted a picture on social media, people are jealous because they're not in that energy, right? They're not in that energy, and when they see you in that energy, it makes them feel like they're not good enough, or it kind of makes them feel like it makes them aware of where they're not doing as well. And then people get spiteful. It's just humanity. It's just the way people are. It's like, this person is doing better than me. I'm going to try and knock them down a peg or two to my level. Rather than trying to raise themselves up to your level, they try to knock you down. With the Emperor showing here, this is brilliant, Aries. This is really good, because this is like, nothing is going to phase me. So even though you're showing up as a very young energy here, you know, it's really nice actually, because now either this is you or this is a counterpart energy for you, right? Because you are the emperor in the tarot. You share this with Taurus. The Empress is Taurus Libra. This is like, whether you're he, she, they, this is like, nothing is going to phase me. I know that you know, my game is on point at the moment. I'm going through a really lucky cycle. Things are going in my favor. Things are flowing for me. There's a change of luck coming here. I can feel it coming in. Like, I know that I am on my top game at the moment, right? And it's like the Empress and the Emperor are all four queens or all four kings of the tarot. So the really nice thing that I think you're doing here, while you are fully capable of being in this, like, very much like boss, father, or just generally very capable energy, you are, as I say, like the Emperor and the Empress, they've been through all the phases. They've been the pages, they've been the knights, they've been the queens, they've been the kings, you know, and that's what's created this energy, the ability to go out and explore, the ability to make mistakes, the ability to learn. The Empress is still learning. She's expansive. She takes ideas and makes them grow. So there is expansion here. There is opportunity. There is growth. There is this exploration of the new, right? My stomach's getting so warm. Do be careful with that moon energy and the Empress. That can sometimes symbolize pregnancy. So if you're not trying to get pregnant, you know, and you are going out and exploring your options, wear a condom, guys, or you have some kind of protection, because if you're not trying to get pregnant, there's a high chance, I think, as well with the wheel, meaning like luck, yeah, there's a high chance of somebody getting pregnant here. So big warning if you don't want to get somebody pregnant, or you don't want to get pregnant. But yeah, there is expansion, there's luck, there's opportunity, there's growth, this is a really, really positive time for you, Aries. So there is this sense with the Two of Pentacles of either being pulled in two directions, you know, wanting to go to the new, having the ideas, wanting the growth, the opportunity, the expansion, but also feeling a little bit pulled back or weighed down by the more practical matters that you have to deal with, you know, the responsibilities that you do have, because you are shown as Emperor, Empress, and they do have a lot of responsibilities. You know, you have to kind of keep 2 feet on the ground, and not kind of like get lost in that kind of fool energy, I would say. So yeah, you are being encouraged to enjoy this time of luck, this time of like feeling really good, feeling like things are going your way, but keep your feet on the ground, right? You don't want to topple and fall, right? You have to keep balanced. Yeah, both these cards are talking to me about balance, and as I say, I did see Temperance energy as well. So maintain the balance. Keep the things that are going well. Don't just abandon everything. Keep the things that are going well, right? You want to keep things ticking over while you're in this very it's really positive. It's so positive, Aries, because you're showing as responsible and grounded and mature, but you're like tapping into a part of yourself that's enthusiastic and childlike and full of wonder and awe and excitement. So you're just harnessing a part of yourself in this very creative time at the moment. It's really, really good. So again, people might be like, you're so vain, you know, you're irresponsible, whatever. I don't think you are. I think you're just taking advantage of opportunities that come up when they come up, and why not, right? So this is beautiful. I really like your energy at the moment, Aries. Let's find out about the people around you. Yeah, just here on the bottom though, there's something to do with like, and there's the Fool again there, look, your energy again, and the World. Yeah, so I do feel like you've got a lot of major arcana, by the way. The Wheel and the Empress is major arcana. These 3 cards are all major arcana. So yeah, there's something quite big happening for you at the moment, so no wonder you're excited. You are emotionally distancing yourself from something. You're walking away from something because something wasn't satisfying emotionally, and you're walking towards your dreams and wishes here with the Star. So you're doing you're doing what's right for you, and this is what's going to cause people around you to be jealous, because what's right for you might not be right for them, right? So yeah, you are doing this leap of faith here. You are trusting your instincts. You are taking the opportunity that comes for you. But again, this loose ends business, this, again, it could be travel, global travel with the world, it could be something to do with the internet, but the world is a card about completion, again, Sagittarian energy. So it's like you may have to make sure you've fully wrapped up an old cycle before you start a new cycle. It's like, don't just kind of abandon your responsibilities. Make sure you are make sure you've got contingency plans into place, right? Make sure you've got plan A and plan B on the go. Right, so let's move you over a little bit and find out about this Knight of Coins. Tell me about the Knight of Coins, please, for... I'm sorry, just got a notice because I ticked over the 40-minute mark, so I've gone on to a new video. So it's fine, it just means I have to clip them together. But if you notice that little hiccup, that's what that was. Tell me about the Knight of Coins for Aries. This is that secretive energy. So this person could be keeping secrets from you, or this person could be... The reason why this person seems to be very slow moving is because they've got a lot of fears. Again, it could be dealing with a Virgo or somebody with Virgo in the chart. They do tend to be like they're much more reluctant than you to just take a leap of faith, to trust their instincts, to go on intuition. That works for you. That's where your luck comes in. This person, their luck, their prosperity, the things that go well for them come from this place of like thinking, what could go wrong? I need to prepare for that. This is the plan B person, okay? So you do need to work with this person, although they may be a little bit negative, or they come across as being negative. They come across as maybe a little bit fearful. They've got fear of the unknown here. It's because they're the sort of person that they know that their best case scenarios happen when they plan ahead, okay? They like to plan for the unknown. So just be a little bit sympathetic when you come to rushing this person, and understand that, you know, what works for you, that kind of like, you know, fly by the seat of your pants kind of like thing. I'm just thinking Pretty Woman. And this person is much more like, I need a plan. I need to know, like, yes, I'm in. This person is in, but they need a plan. Yeah, they've got some fear and anxiety here. This could be the person that you're connecting with at a distance, by the way. The imagery on this card, if you look, the two dogs howling at the same moon. And again, this kind of the water, right? The thing with the light playing on the water is coming through for me again. So yeah, I feel like there's distance between you. What's that? Celine Dion, I'm getting distance between us. Is it the Titanic song? Go on, near, far, wherever you are. Yeah, so that the Titanic song coming through for you there. What's it called? My Heart Will Go On. I'm just making a note. All the songs that come through will be in the description box down below, including when I finish the reading. There's going to be 2 bonus songs. One of them is going to be what you need to hear the most at that point in the reading, so don't look now. And the last song is going to be your advice songs, so go and check those out at the end of the reading. You may just get a little bit more information from that. Yeah, so I feel like this person is on your side. They are on your team. They are willing to go along on this ride with you. They just have a lot more anxiety and fear in this situation than you do. Yeah, I'm seeing the Devil card there as well. It's like this person, yeah, I feel like that the fears hold them back sometimes. It's like, you know, when you feel trapped by your fears, it's like, I can't move in case I put a step wrong. So they may need a lot of reassurance. And I feel like they need patience from you. I think if you try and hurry this person along, they're almost going to kind of like go back into the shell a little bit. You know, maybe they don't trust that. Maybe they've been hurt before. Maybe they're going to see you as a player if you go in like, you know, too fast and furious, too hot and heavy. You know, it's going to make them retreat, where if you're very patient and understanding, I think that's going to get them moving faster actually than you going like, oh my God, you're so slow. So you can modify, you know, go in with that cup energy, that emotion energy, not just the fire. Because again, what works for you doesn't work for anyone else. So for you, it's like that person could come in with all that fire and enthusiasm and you'd be like jumping on board straight away. That's because you're that energy. This person's, with them being earth sign energy, whether they are earth sign or not, it may just be something in the chart. Yeah, they like the security, like they like the plan, right? So your fiery energy makes them nervous. So just do be aware of that. They're not a bad person, you know, they just need that bit more time and understanding. The High Priestess, please. Who's the High Priestess? What do we need to know about the High Priestess? Oh, hello. Okay, this person is communicating emotionally. So if you felt like there was something unknown about this person, again, there's a lot of moon energy. So secrets, things not being said, things that are known but not being said. As I said with the owl coming in, and I was picking up, can you hear my throat closing up? Somebody may be finding it very difficult to communicate something to you. They may be trying to communicate to you in subtle ways with signs, right? It's like you see she's holding this what is that, pomegranate there? Yeah, pomegranate with it being the High Priestess. So it's almost like she's trying to show you a sign. Could be something with fruit, because in You're So Vain, she mentions apricots. I keep getting apricots and peaches through. It's really nice, actually. I think Grandad David must have heard me talking about it on one of my readings, so he brought me some plums and some peaches, which I very much enjoyed. So yeah, it could be like this. I feel like this person's, it's like they're signaling to you, you know, like when somebody has a mirror and they're signaling. So it doesn't have to literally be a mirror, but it's like they're trying to hint to you. They're trying to, it's like they can't perhaps, they haven't been able to, up till now, to come out and say something directly to you. So I think they've been trying to hint to you or subtly suggest things to you. Aries, you are very much, wham bam, thank you ma'am. Not, maybe that wasn't the right phrase. You're very much, just blurt it out. You're like, I haven't got time for games. Just tell me what you think. Just either say it or don't say it, but don't waste my time, right? So I don't think you'll have picked up on this subtlety. The High Priestess is very subtle, very intuitive. I think you have completely overlooked whatever this is. So I feel like this person is finally going to speak something to you, and it's going to be emotional with that Ace of Cups. It could be like, I'm going to tell you how I feel. Look, I've been trying to hint to you that I like you, but I'm just going to come right out and say it. It could be, this is the same person. It could be like taking this person quite a lot of guts, quite a lot of, working themselves up to be able to do this. But yeah, the Eight of Wands is action, communication. It's the arrows being thrown into the sky, right? Which it talked about in this intention card. So this person could be like making their intentions known, and I think they're going to hit the mark. I think they're going to be very clear. You can see all these wands are coming into this center point, and I think this center point is the heart space. I think this person's going to say something. It's going to go right to your heart, you know, right to your emotions. They're giving me. It's interesting because we've got this imagery here. They're giving me shot through the heart, and you're to blame, darling. You give love a bad name. It could be this person's. It's looking positive, right? The Ace of Cups is in the upright. The Ace of Cups is new emotions, normally divinely guided new emotions. So I feel like when this person says something to you, it's probably going to be the Tower moment. It's going to probably be a bit of a shock. It's like, I did not know you felt that way. I don't know what they're going to tell you. I don't know what this piece of information is going to be. But I feel like it's going to be like, I'm just thinking about the dream that I had that I talk about in the Tell Me Anything reading. It's like a big impact, right to the chest. Look, she's like holding that over her heart. There's something to do with like, it could be the other way around. It could be that you said something. It could be that you communicated something to this person. It went straight into the heart, right? Like a blow to the heart space. It's coming through as positive, so, but it could have been a shock with that Tower moment coming next. The Tower then. Let's find out about the Tower. Let's bob these in separately. So who is this person for Aries, please? Who is the Tower? Okay, interesting. So we've got the Seven of Cups and the Fool. So they're matching you in terms of impulsiveness. It could be that this person's not communicating with you at all. It could be that this person's communicating with this person. It could be that these two people have injured themselves emotionally. I'm just noticing because she's got the thing over her heart, and I was getting shot through the heart, you're to blame, and he's got these marks on his shirt here. So I feel like there's emotional wounding here. It could be between these two people. This could be something you don't know about, right? And you're going to find out about this. There's something here to do with choices, indecision, testing the waters, experimenting. As I said, it's like this person could have been doing a similar thing to you. You know, you've been going out, you've been kissing a lot of frogs, perhaps. I feel like this person has been doing the same thing. This person's been keeping their options open. Very, very impulsive energy here. Or this person feels like you've treated them as an option and they're not happy about it. So either you're going to find out that somebody's been treating you this way, or this third person this way, or this person's going to say, look, I feel like you treated me like an option. I feel like, but yeah, this is very impulsive, very, very impulsive. Tell me more about this Seven of Cups energy here. Magician, trying to make something happen, but there's a lot of indecision here and confusion. Gemini energy as well, and Virgo energy, trickster energy. The Fool card for this Tower person. The Fool card for this Tower person. Yeah, this person's really impulsive as well. I feel like this person matches your energy a lot more, with them having like the Page of Wands, which is your energy, and the Fool card. No, I think this is you. I think this is you. The Fool and the Page of Wands. This person has a lot of confusion here regarding you, I think because you're going off, you're right, I've got it, sorry, I'm getting confused about like what this is telling me. You are shown as the Page of Wands, so this is you, I feel. Or it could be someone who matches your energy, but I would say I would not go near this person with them showing as the Tower card. I think you would be foolish to make a mistake with this person. Again, like they're coming through as having a sting in the tail, you know, being a bit jealous, a bit vengeful. So just be wary if that's the case for you. Otherwise, I feel like this is somebody, it could be somebody that you had a one-night stand with. They're very confused about the situation. They're trying to manifest things here. They're trying to make things happen. Maybe you've gone off, right? Third scenario here is that you have been this emperor or empress energy for this person. You've been perhaps this person's partner, perhaps this person's boss, perhaps a parent to this person. It could be like a parent, you know, like somebody you've been looking after in some sort of way. You're off. You're like, I'm done with this situation here. I'm ready for a fresh start. You know, again, there's this thing about don't, you have to make sure you're paying attention to your responsibilities before you go off, right? Something to do with that. So you're going off in this very, very, very good energy of really feeling like you've got your mojo back, right? Looks on your side, you look good, you know, things are going well for you. You're off to exploring new territory. I think this person could feel a little bit resentful of that fact. You know, you're off doing your own thing, you're off having the time of your life. This person's left in confusion. What do I do now? Trying to manifest things, make things happen. But with the Tower moment, I do feel like there's this sense of them being quite spiteful. So not a great fan of this energy for you. I think if you're making a choice of like, I don't know, I don't like this energy for you. This person seems like they've got some information that you need to know. So I think if you know who this is, it may be worth opening up to this person a little and making a safe space. You know, just saying like, even just being like, do you know, if you ever want to talk, you know, you can text me. You know, just making them know that like the lines of communication are open, because I feel like this person has something to tell you. This person here, very, very reliable, going to frustrate you because they're so slow moving and quite anxious, but they are showing us actually almost like the chalk to your cheese, right? They're going to be a good partner, even though you're going to frustrate each other sometimes. I'm noticing them both wearing sunglasses. Maybe you are going to the beach with this person. So yeah, we'll get you an advice card. I feel like you need this piece of information, right? You need this piece of information. Be wary of this person. This person's your ally. Hangman. You need to see things from a different perspective, though. You need to look at things from other people's shoes. Because I do think you're very much focused on what you're doing, the things that you're enthusiastic about, where you've got people around you who are like a bit scared, you know, not telling you things, and feeling a bit spited, right? You know, feeling a bit like feeling a bit hard done by you. So I feel like you could probably avoid a lot of the pitfalls here if you just put yourself in other people's shoes and show them that you understand their perspective. You know, don't just go rushing off and abandoning everything. Tell me, please, advice for Aries. Advice for Aries, thank you. Okay, we've got 2 cards there. On the underlying, you've got Stag Spirit, take the lead. There you go, back in the Emperor energy. So you are taking the lead. You are stepping up to the plate, if you like. Very much in Emperor energy, being encouraged to do that. You know, and you are, I feel like you're leading people out of stagnation. You're leading people out of a period of feeling very stuck. You're leading people towards things that are innovative and new and exciting. But you've got people that are, you know, they're dealing with their own stuff. You know, they're not all seeing it quite in the same light as you are. So the Hangman could be you. Interesting that 7 of Wands there as well. This is like you being untouchable, you having the vision, you knowing what you need to do. King of Wands as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like leading people through a cycle of something ending and something new beginning. You're taking people forward into a new phase, I feel, with a lot of confidence, right? The King of Wands, Leo energy, being the leader. So don't worry about these people who are trying to knock you off the pedestal. It's like they can't touch you. They can't touch you. It's just this one wand here that's like poking into your bubble. So, yeah. Okay. There is always enough, and clear out the clutter. Stop with the clearing out of the clutter. Pisces and Libra got this kind of message last week. I'm like, I don't want to. Don't want to do that. It's boring. So maybe, yeah, maybe you need to do the boring tasks, Aries. I'm sorry. I don't like that message either, right? But the quicker you do it, the quicker the blocks will clear and you can get moving. Okay. I may need to drink more water. Koi fish spirit, there is always enough. The koi fish who grows big within a small pond reminds us that within each of us is the potential for prosperity. It's interesting, I think Capricorn and Aquarius got this kind of message, and maybe Libra a little bit too, but they were very stuck last week. I'm getting this stuff about big fish, small pond through quite often. So the koi fish who grows big within a small pond reminds us that within each of us is the potential for prosperity. The law of abundance ensures that prosperity is our natural state. So regardless of our temporary outer conditions, you can call in prosperity and magnetically attract the opportunities and abundance you need. Definitely right now, because you've got that Wheel of Fortune and the Empress energy. You are absolutely, your mojo is so strong right now, right? Use it. The message of koi fish spirit is to begin to generate wealth within, with deliberate intention, no matter how small your pond may seem, and appreciate abundance whenever you see it. Outer conditions will come to reflect your inner prosperity, so begin to become the self who is comfortable with wealth in all forms. Even if, at the moment, it feels as if riches are not yours, they soon will be. Start to envision the plenty that Spirit wants you to experience. Knowing that the moment you begin to commit to conscious and deliberate co-creating, Spirit will joyfully start bringing you what you need. You have so much to offer and so much of value to express to the world. In your little pond, there is much you can create and much you can attract. Do not underestimate what you have and who you are. For Koi Fish Spirit wants you to know that you are exquisite, loved, and deeply cherished. Trust that the outer conditions are changing to reflect that truth. And you know what? If people call you vain just because you've got your mojo on the go, you know, ignore them. Nothing wrong with being a bit vain sometimes. It just means you're confident. It just means you're in game mode, right? You're up for the task. So, and other people just get jealous of that. So, you know. But there is this sense of like, I feel like there could be somebody from your past that feels wronged by you. It could be that they saw you as a player. You know, maybe to you it's just like, I'm just having a good time here. But maybe you accidentally kind of broke this person's heart a little bit. You know, they thought they had different expectations than you, and you know, they could be feeling a little bit stinging the tail there. I'm just thinking about that Carly Simon song again. Okay. Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. Oh, my favourite card. Frog Spirit knows that you've got this thing again, like these two water animals. It's like big fish, small pond, and then like the frog, which is like, you know, they take a leap, right? Like the leap of faith of the Fool card. So, and I like that you've got like the stag and the emperor here. There's the crow. I was talking about crows before, which says co-create with spirit. So you've got a lot of stuff about co-creating with spirit. I am going to read that stag spirit card as well for you. I'm just going to have a drink of water first. It's like, can you be the emperor and the fool at the same time? How do you balance that with that Two of Pentacles? Okay. So pay attention to this, because it's just as important as these other two cards. It's just, I know it's not what you want to hear, right? Frog Spirit knows that while the other frogs are croaking away, this is a time for you to simplify and declutter your life. Sorry, I'm laughing because they're reminding me that I said about kissing a lot of frogs, right? Kissing a lot of frogs to find your prince or princess. It's a time for you to simplify and declutter your life so you can feel content on your own lily pad. Even when life isn't creating a total cacophony, we can become drawn to the excitement of lots of noise. Yeah. Then, the next thing we know, our schedules and homes are cluttered with commitments we regret making and objects taking up valuable space. Even relationships need decluttering, as they often become messy. Yeah, over here, right? Frog Spirit appears to tell you to clean house, prioritize what you need and get rid of or give away the rest, so you can have some space in your day and in your head. You don't need the old stuff and its stories shouting at you about past things. Along with physical clutter, friendships are sometimes kept long past their expiration date, weighing you down with unnecessary baggage. Now is the time to let go. It's funny with that Two of Pentacles, right? With one of the bags weighing you down and the other pulling you up and uplifting you. I feel like somebody around you is weighing you down, and you're going to know who that is. I don't think this person shows as a really good person though, right? So I wouldn't cut cords completely with this person, but you may need to create some kind of distance where, you know, this person understands. I think they will. Earth signs are generally very understanding. So I think that you may have to be like, look, I feel like I need a bit more freedom here. I understand that you have your ways and that's fine. Can we work a bit more independently for a while? It may just be something like that. I wouldn't cut cords with this person. This energy is really good. Just as a side note, right? Just because they don't match your energy, they actually do complement it surprisingly well. I think this is the difficult energy over here. You know, you can see that yourself, right? I mean, use your own intuition. You know your own situation best. So, whatever you need will appear when you need it. So release your grip on all that clutter that is making you feel anxious and burdened. Frog Spirit wants you to reclaim your space unencumbered by shoulds, oughts, and could have beens. Let go and jump. You are free from all that old stuff. So this is saying take the leap of faith, isn't it? But it does say look before you leap. So you are being encouraged to go forward. You are being encouraged to go into that mojo, you know, good luck energy, to use that energy while you've got it, because that's where your abundance lies. That's the power of Aries energy, to be innovative and to be the leader and to explore the unknown and do the things that nobody else has done before. You know, that's the meaning of your sign with the Fool card. It's like new frontiers, right? Maybe this is right. I've got it. I know then. So this is how you're the emperor. You're the emperor because you are leading people into the new, right? And you're doing it with that ego. You're doing it with that mojo, that charisma, which makes you the good person for the job. It makes you the natural leader, because that mojo that I was talking about, that's magnetic. So others will follow you. So you have to go first, and that charisma is going to have people follow behind you. Okay, so that's where your responsibility lies. Okay, I was a bit stuck there because I felt like there was a bit of a contradiction, right? But I think I'm understanding it better now. So with this Emperor or Empress energy, you know, the Empress could be somebody that you're going for. You know, he, she, they, doesn't matter. The Empress is like, oh my God, that is my perfect person. Or it's just you being in a very expansive energy. So with this Emperor showing up, I am seeing this again. He, she, they, doesn't matter how you resonate. I show up as an emperor sometimes. You know, it's like when you're taking the lead, when you're really kind of like steering the wheel of your own life forward and you're doing what needs to be done, that's when you're in emperor energy. So let's see, stag spirit, take the lead. Whether or not you have set your intention to lead, you may have found yourself suddenly called to step up to the forefront of your life. Stag spirit is a reminder that now is a time to heed the call to be sure, strong, and compassionate, right? Remember the compassion. Remember seeing things from other people's point of view. Others will look to you, and you have it within you to see through the eyes of stag spirit and walk with confidence as you take on the responsibilities that are yours now, and model integrity in all that you do and in all your relationships. This integrity thing keeps coming through in a lot of readings, right? You want to be a leader who leads with integrity, you know, because you're sowing the seeds for others, right? You're forging the path ahead. You're the trailblazer. Again, I got this for a couple of signs. So it's like if you're forging the path, you want to forge the path right. You want to do it with integrity. You want to be a good example for others to follow. So that's really important, right? Be willing to see the best in others, right? Be willing to see the best in others so that your compassionate heart keeps you on the right path. And I feel like you really need to do that with this person. It's like put out the fire, right? If this person's coming at you with anger, use love. I keep getting bad boys. I'm sorry, it's the Will Smith. You know, I'm going to penetrate his soul with my heart, or whatever that quote is, right? Your compassionate heart keeps you on the right path. Stag Spirit wants you to know that your responsibilities now are to yourself too. For you are learning, Paige, you are learning and developing new skills. The best in you is coming into view as you step forward with strength, knowing that Spirit supports you as you completely take the lead, compassionately take the lead. You are a model for transformation now, sharing your experience, strength, and hope with others so that they may grow and discover their best selves too. I'm getting goosebumps. What a gift you are. Stay humble and authentic and walk your talk, for this is how a wise leader leads. Oh my God, Aries, that has to be the best ever reading for you. I love it so much. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I am going to pull two more songs for you off camera. My tablet's broke. I can't do it on camera at the moment. One is going to be what you need to hear right now at this point in the reading. And the last song on that list is going to be your advice card. It's whatever the universe gives me. It might make sense. It might not. It might just be one word, one name that pops out to you that kind of inspires you. So whatever you get from that, take it that way. Even if it's like, I hate this song. Why? It's trying to tell you something. Best of luck, Aries. Do leave me a like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave your comments. I love to hear them. If they're good comments, if they're bad comments, just keep them to yourself. I don't need to know, right? I'm not going to pay attention anyway. You know, constructive criticism's fine. Whinging, I'm not going to pay attention to. Share this with your Aries friends if you think it's their story as well and they need to hear it. Those of you who have watched this far and are coming in as stealth watchers and you get kind of flying under the radar, I really appreciate you spending this time with me as well. Thank you for making it to this point in the reading. You know, that is just as important to me as hitting the like and all that kind of business. So I appreciate you being here, guys. Best of luck with that. The future looks so good for you. Stay high vibrational, lead with integrity, use that confidence, right? And have compassion for the others, and you're going to do so well. All right, take care, and I'll see you again soon, guys. Bye-bye.